Welcome back to our next wave of chats, and let us dive into today's reflection, which is guided by this quote from Seneca. I quote, "Let all your efforts be directed to something. Let it keep that end in view. It's not activity that disturbs people, but false conceptions of things that drive them mad." Seneca on Tranquility of Mind 12.5. End of quote. This reflection points out that when your efforts are not directed at a cause or a purpose, if you don't know what your goals are, if you don't know where you are headed, then you're not going to direct yourself towards that. You're not going to start thinking in that way. You're not going to start creating behaviors and behavior patterns that will support your purpose. You're not going to start deciding and making decisions that moves you towards your goals. I actually find a quote from this book that is pretty terrifying, that says, "Without clear intentions, you're driven into failure or worse, into madness by the oblivion of directionlessness." If I would relate this to my experiences, I find this quote and this part of the book very important because, to be honest, it is easy to be super busy in your life. You might be working very hard, but it is not necessary that you're working towards your goal. You're busy climbing ladder only to realize that your ladder is leaning against the wrong wall all along. Clarifying your intentions helps you to get the clarity that we are going in the right direction. Everything is created twice. Once when you imagine it, and second is a time when you actually work on it. You first prepare a blueprint of the house, have some ideas in your head, then only then you start the construction. If you start construction before then there might be a lot of rework and it might be even costlier. So ways I've learned and I'm still learning in this area of clarifying my intentions is in finding my core values and writing them down. It is important to write it down because writing is a kind of a psychoneural activity that forms a bridge between our conscious and subconscious mind. I also try, and I'm still learning, to choose my values carefully, as it will be those values will be the source of my security, the source of my guidance, the source of my wisdom, and the source of my power. So it's very important that you keep learning how to choose your values. An ideal value, and this is my perspective, is based on principles, because principles are deep fundamental truths that doesn't change with time or with circumstances. I find that I develop better understanding of it over time, but the fundamental truth never change. The principle never change. One particular thing I'm currently learning is to use my imagination and visualization to find my core values. And I'm beginning that. If I have a goal, is to beginning using my imagination and visualization with an end in mind, where I want to get. What's my goal and where do I want to get? And that way it's giving me direction, because I know I have a view of where I want to get. I'm taking my time to build it and to keep revisiting those goals, to keep learning and to keep practicing this part of reflection. So make sure your intentions are clear and that you have written goals. Don't fear not reaching them. Instead, focus on getting better and striving to reach them. That growth in and of itself will lead you to becoming the best version of yourself, which should be everyone's clear intention. If you don't take control of setting your intentions for your purpose, then chances are you will be handed over what to do, what to follow, a sort of manual by the society. From friends, you'll be following what friends want you to do. From family, it's a common thing. Become like a robot for the family. Or even from other people's agenda, you become agendaless and you just follow what other people have planned. Or even worse is not to be able to control the pressures from circumstances. And all these will control your purpose. And when that happens, then you're not a happy person. So start by setting a clear intention for your efforts. Then reflect on whether your current worries stem from your actions or your thoughts about those actions. You're worried about failure, you're worried about whatever fear you have. Is it stemming from your action really, or just thinking them? You're just thinking things that have not happened and may not happen, and you don't know if they will happen. Are you chasing goals that truly matter to you? Is it your passion? Is it your purpose? Is it what you want? Or are you doing it for ego? Are you doing it for another person? Are you doing it for the family? Are you doing it for the society? Why are you doing it? Or are you driven by misconceptions of what you believe you should strive for? For fame? Are you striving for what are you striving for? Is it truly what matters to you, or it's something else? By directing our efforts with intention and challenging our false conceptions, we open a path to a more peaceful mind. Because if it is truly what matters to you, to be honest with you, it's very peaceful. Because whichever way it goes, that's your baby, that's what you want, and that's you. That's a powerful lesson we can all take to our heart, and we can take from today's reflection. Remember to subscribe to and share these podcasts if today's insight resonates with you. Until next time, this is the next wave of chats. Stay focused and calm as you pursue a life of purpose.